One of the big advantages of about our company is that, as I said, we are a family company, but it's not that we are only a family company. We are the owner is the designer. Rosa Clara is a real person, because that's something that in a lot of countries they said, but Rosa Clara, does it exist? And it's yes, of course. Rosa Clara is a real person. She founded the group in 1995. And that's a big advantage, because you know that in all business, and when we right now, it is very, let's say, fashion and cool to say that people wants to live experiences. No? Now, after everything that happened, we are in the world of experience. Everyone wants to. When you create a hotel, you want it to be an experience. When you open a shop, you want it to be an experience. When you do something digital, you want it to be an experience for the user. So the storytelling is very important, and our storytelling is very strong with our clients, because Rosa Clara is a real person, is the owner and the founder of the group. Like when we see that in other fashion groups that has been like Valentino or Dolce & Gabbana, I think that for the storytelling, knowing that the owner is the designer, it gives more strength to the brand, because actually our main competitor, White, they had a very strong designer. Unfortunately, that designer passed away many years ago, and since then they have faced a lot of difficulties, no? Because when it's difficult to have a long-term strategy if one of the things that define you, and that's your designing team, it's not stable, no? Because then your signature as a brand, your expertise, your know-how, your strength, your marketing can face a lot of difficulties. We don't have that problem because the owner is the designer. And actually in that picture, you can see Rosa and you can see her son, Danny, which joined the company already 1.5 years ago. And that gives a lot of strength. And actually, Rosa, since her son joined the companies, investing more than ever in the long term, because she just wants to leave something for her son. She has an additional motivation, an additional value to bring something even better for the company. So the first thing I wanted to show with that picture is that gives us a big advantage and a big plus as a company to generate that there is a very strong storytelling, a very strong person designed that team, that it is just bringing a lot of stability for the company. It will be my pleasure, of course, that any person that might be interested in us, we can send that presentation in order that they can know a bit more about the company, about the brand, about us. But we have, as we said, on worldwide, excluding some traditional countries like India, we are the main leaders with another brand, no? And that has been a hard work, but it's amazing how in 25 years we have made all that way. And it's true. And one of the reasons is, besides, of course, there is an outstanding team on board and the vision of Rosa. It is as well because when you do things well, and we have tried to do it very humble, but try to do it with the right vision, adapting our business, as I said, to each country, and that's one of the big advantages. Don't think that you are the best brand and that your brand is going to work no matter what you do it in every country. To adapt it, to make the right dimension, and all the pluses that the bridal gives you. And I said, less competition. You don't have the online threats, because when we talk about bridal gowns of more than 400, 500 euros, the brides doesn't want to buy them online. The brides wants to feel the experience, and we are protected by the experience. The experience gives us a very big advantage to other industries, because you have the client in the shop, and that's gold. Every time I talk to our partners worldwide, and we have different kind of partners. We have maybe a partner that comes from the bridal sector that know about us and want to expand their business and want to protect their business, getting the exclusivity of our brand and business for the country. Maybe we have partners that comes from women fashion sector, and they see on a diversification strategy that they want to have us as a brand to complete their portfolio, because they see all that potential to develop our brand in their country. We have partners coming from jewelry sector, because jewelry sector, you as well sell an experience. You have employees in the shop that are much more trained than in a normal H&M shop because they know about the product. They have to sell the experience to the customer. You put gloves to take a nice diamond. So all that training, all that experience, besides that, of course, jewels and weddings are very connected, and you create a lot of synergies in the business, selling not only rings, but a lot of jewelry for the wedding. So all of them tell us that they are that is gold to have a business where you have for more than 1 hour the client at your shop, and in that hour, if you do things well, if you have the right product, if you have the right team, you have a lot of opportunities to develop the business and to grow and to get a lot of information to improve everything very fast, which we are fast. No? So we can see that Rosa Clara started in 1995. We can see here some of our iconic dresses. As you said, we are known by our elegance, our romanticism, our simplicity. If I would show you the collections we're developing for Middle East, like with huge volumes, huge biddings, as I said, we adapt to every country, and we have actually every year, maybe we are designing around 800 bridal gowns. 800 different bridal gowns. So our customers worldwide, when they come to Barcelona to our presentation, they can choose between around 800 bridal different gowns. So that just shows how we can adapt to Australia, to Miami, to New York, to Paris, to London, to Dubai, anywhere. No, and that's one of our strengths as a brand, and that's only bridal. If we talk about cocktail, it's a lot more than thousands. No, if we go to different fabrics, colors, etc. We are, as you said, no, bridal. Even though we like to say luxury brand for sure, we have a lot of different styles, as I share, according not only about style but of pricing, and that's very interesting because. When I analyze a potential shop in a country with a partner, I like to analyze the potential itself. For example, which is the potential of brides that can afford more than $5,000 in a dress? Which is the potential that can afford more than $2,000? Which is the potential that we have around $1,000? We can attack all that price mix, all that brand mix that is needed in each location in order to get the fullest strategy. Now I'm going to go a bit forward, but it will make sense for the people that is listening to us to know how we think always in middle and long term. As we have all the different collections on pricing and styles, we can set different strategies in a whole country. When I mean whole country and a whole region, I mean we can have a Rosa Clara shop. We can have in another location kind of an outlet as well, because we have a lot of gowns with a low price as well. So when I mention that, it's that we always like to see the big picture, and we like to see how can we get the full potential on that region? How can we set the best strategy with the partner? Because maybe the partner, and after the market study, said, yeah, there is huge potential of gowns of more than 5,000. We can find that locations, etc. Perfect. Then other partners tell us, that's a fantastic niche, but I see huge potential of gowns of around $1,000. Perfect. We can set an additional strategy in a different outlet in order to make the business grow. We like, and that's one of the reasons why I like to set the strategies in big regions, is because I like to give opportunities, and we like to give business development, thinking about 1, 5, 10 years with a partner, and given opportunities to make that business grow in that 1, 5, 10 years, and with multiple ways, because we have shown that we know how to do it all wide, and now I think it's the time to do it in India. The teamwork, we are based, as you said, it's a Spanish brand. We are based in Barcelona, so everyone is more than welcome to Barcelona to visit our headquarters or our showroom or our logistics center. And I think that the most important approach, as I said, is just that we are family multinational, and that the owner is the designer, really with a huge vision of how to develop the brand everywhere, being humble, no, being knowing that you have to adapt your brand and your business to each country with all the expertise you have to get the full potential. That's one of the keys, and that's one of the reasons why other brands doesn't work, because you think that you need to have the same business in New York than in Mumbai, and mainly when you sell an experience, it's important to adapt. I mentioned it that it's different to sell a bridal gown in Miami than in Riyadh, and I will make just an example. Why? Because when you go to Riyadh, for example, the bride likes privacy. The bride doesn't like to be seen with other people in the shop. So when we define which is the experience of the fitting room in Riyadh has around 20 square meters. The fitting room in Miami has around 10 square meters, because in Miami, maybe you see the mom, you see the sister, but in Riyadh, besides the privacy and besides that whole experience have to be in the fitting room, it can be with a lot of people. So getting that adaptation, getting that vision, it gives a crucial advantage to all competitors, which is something that we definitely are doing and will do in India. All our creative process, all that, let's say that points just shown that it's a complex industry, and you need to have a very strong team behind that knows what to do in every step of the process, from the designing process, creative process, manufacture process, logistic process. It is crucial because we are talking probably about one of the most emotional purchase that a woman can ever do in her life. So the expectations are very strong. And that's as well one of our advantages when we enter in a country where the ateliers are very strong. And that's something that in India definitely is the case. We have seen it in Latin America a lot. We have seen it in Middle East. There are a lot of strong ateliers, but when those ateliers try to scale, it's not easy to get the right quality, the right fabrics in such a competitive world that we are going through. So comparing to ateliers, we bring a lot of guarantee of the process, guarantee of the fabrics, guarantees of the results, commitment with the timings, because we have such a big volume buying fabrics worldwide, most of them exclusive only for us, that we know very well the timings. When a bride comes and they need a dress in 1 month, or a dress in 2 months, or a cocktail dress. So we know very well our business. We control very well all our chain, and we know how to perform, and that's very, very important. And we get into ateliers, we live that in Latin America, and that's working extremely well. We provide a lot of security to the bride and to our clients, because as I said, when a small atelier is growing, it's not easy to get all the right fabrics, everything with the same quality, to accomplish all the timings as it's set for the bride. And we give a lot of, as I said, security to the bride that give us a lot of value for that brides in order to take the decision, where do they buy the bridal dress? When I talk about the stores, is what I was saying. We have around 140 shops worldwide, and because we are not that kind of business that we open 4 shops in every city. The company that I used to work before, Rosa Clara, they were maybe in a normal city around 20 to 25 shops, because it was another different business. One of our advantages as well, and I see it as an advantage, is that we open initially, in India the cities are very big, of course, and we can measure how much shops would fit in every location, etc., with thinking always long term. But in general, you open 1 shop per capital. When I mean capital, I mean big city. We have some exceptions. Madrid has 3 shops, for example, but Barcelona has 1 shop, Mexico has 1 shop, London has 1 shop, Paris has 1 shop, Lisbon has 1 shop, Dubai has 1 shop, Riyadh has 2 shops. So, because it depends as well on how is the structure of the city. But when I mean that's an advantage, it is because you are destination shop. We are extremely good making let's say, the right digital marketing strategy to make our shop known and to bring clients to our shop. And that is very, very important when you choose the location, because you don't have to be in a location paying $50,000 per month in rent, because you are a destination shop. Every bride or every person that is going to a wedding and like our styles, like our brand, or have seen that digital strategy, they will come to our shop because most of them know us more and more worldwide, mainly since we are in Paris for more than 10 years. We opened in London already for around 3 years, and we are in a lot of important cities worldwide. So they know us. We are in Dubai for around 2 years now. So people look for us, and when they will look for Rosa Clará, or they will see the publicity, they will go to the shop. That gives a lot of advantage in order to make the business more profitable, because you don't need what we said, the feet traffic, no, the floor traffic constantly. There are brands that you need that traffic, and that it's an increase of the risk, because you need more rent to be in a specific location, because you really need that traffic to survive. We don't need that traffic to survive. That traffic, according to the location, will be an extra, and you will feel it more in cocktail dresses than in bridal. Every person that will like our style, if we set the right location with that, we know that our styles can fit and that we can expand the brand with the styles more and more, getting a bit of the Indian weddings as well, they will come to our shop 100%. That happens everywhere in the world, and India is not going to be different. Even more when Indian market loves trends, love fashion brands, love brands with a story, loves to live an experience, to live a luxury experience. So we know how to do that, no? Because we do that everywhere. So when I think about stores, you can see a lot of different styles according to locations. Now we can see Paris is a more romantic store with that styles. You can see how the dresses are exposed. So it is just it's that here new opening, because we moved it. We were in Rue Saint-Honoré, and that shop made their purpose when the company was starting expanding from around 12 years ago when that shop opened. But as I said, we don't need to be in the most expensive location, because when the brand grows and the brand is known, we are destiny shop for bridal dresses. So we changed the location to an amazing and beautiful area, an amazing shop, and the shop performance is the same that when we were in one of the most expensive roads in the world, which is Rue Saint-Honoré of Paris. No, so we make that change, and the turnover is the same, but the performance of the shop according to numbers, it's a lot better, because we are paying like 20% of the paying in Rue Saint-Honoré. So the numbers are booming in Paris. It's just to show that what I said about adaptation of the business, knowing how it works in different countries, proof of success, no, which is something that probably the people that is listening to us, they want to know, okay, yeah, you are a Spanish brand, you're expanding, but we have the stamp, no? We have the stamp that we enter in Latin America, we have entered in Brazil, and we have success. We have entered in Peru, we have success. We have entered in Mexico, we have success. We have entered in Saudi Arabia, we have success. We have entered in Miami, we have success. Actually, next month we are opening in Chicago, because we want to expand in the US as well. So, but always as a solid steps. I have had opportunities to open 4 shops or 5 shops at once in United States, and I said, no, let's go step by step. That's the right partner. It makes completely sense to open in Chicago. It's a market we know because we sell to a lot of wholesale clients there. Let's go step by step. Then we will go to LA, we'll go to Manhattan, but step by step, because that's I think what makes the brands, at least from our family perspective, the right expansion. That's why we believe so much in India. I'm saying that I believe in India for more than 5 years. I have very good friends in India. Some of the Mittal family are friends of mine. When they come to Barcelona, we chat a lot about the Indian market, about, as you said, all the young generations, that it is the youngest with more purchase power from 20 to 40 years in the world. So huge potential on our market and other markets, definitely, that your clients may know. So you can see shops in Riyadh. That's a Riyadh mall. We can see Lisbon. It's just to show our worldwide experience, how we adapt the country, that we are very solid brand, proven, and we are ready to make that step in India. No, we can see London, we can see Mexico, different kind of shops. We can be on a house like in Mexico, because that the city structure give you that alternative. We can be on a mall. We can be on the first floor of a building because it makes sense according to that location. We are ready to analyze everything. I never said no. I always like to analyze everything to fulfill the potential. The only thing I said no is when I analyze the potential, I like long-term projects. And I really think when we say yes to a partner and that partner invest with us in a country, I like to see that I say yes, like I will put money from my pocket, because I don't want to failure. I don't want that after 2 years we have a problem. So when we analyze the potential, when we analyze the location, I set some limits of rent. And even though the partners tell me, look, Victor, no, I have found that amazing location. And I said, yeah, but it's $25,000 rent per month. No, but it's an amazing location. Yeah, it's an amazing location. But I want to create long-term projects. I want that you are profitable since year one. I want that if we have a huge success, then let's open a second outlet or in another city or in that location. That our problem would be that we are having so much success in that location. That is the problem I want you to face. I don't want you to have a lot of initial fixed costs, and mainly during that adaptation of the business, which might take 6 months, 12 months until we make the right adaptation in the country. No, so I am very strict on that because I really want the partner to succeed, and that's how it is shown in our story everywhere we go. We can see our shop in Dubai. We are in 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐬𝐿 Mall. That shop is and that picture is when it opened. Now it is already, because 𝐏𝐶𝐬𝐿 Mall opened during pandemia, so it was challenging. But now 𝐏𝐶𝐬𝐿 Mall is top mall, is the biggest mall that you can find in the Palm. If you go to Dubai, I invite you to visit our amazing shop in Dubai. Our shop in Barcelona, we are a brand that has born in Barcelona. So Barcelona is a special city for us, and hopefully we can meet here one day. We have shops in Miami. That's just a small brief. You can see another concept in Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo, we are in a small square where there is a small shops in that creates a very nice experience. So it's as well a small house. So we adapt in every country according to which is as we said, we are a destiny shop that give us a big advantage to choose the right location. How does the brides or clients move in a city? They walk, they go by car. It is secure, it is not secure. It is essential to have that park station. It is not essential, and people like it's an area where people walk. So we analyze everything, but we have a big advantage according to other brands, because we are, as I said, destiny shop about bridal communication. Because as I said, worldwide, there are very few top brands. When I mean top brands, I mean that brands that are in wholesale and retail channel. You can look for, and there are very few brands worldwide that are in the retail business. We are leaders worldwide in retail business in a lot of regions. So that gives us a huge opportunity and prestige for the project in India. That's one of the shops in Madrid. In Madrid, we have 3 shops. That's the shop in Lima, Peru. I will just give a small example. That shop in Lima, Peru, the rent that is paying, it is around $5,000, and this 2022 has closed with a turnover of more than $1 million. So if you make the numbers about employee costs, you probably know that an employee cost in Peru is not the same that in London. And if the rent, it is in that percentage according to turnover, you can imagine which is the net profit according to the turnover. No? We are talking about more than 35% net profit according to turnover, which is outstanding. But that's the kind of business that we want to develop, adapting in the markets, looking for the opportunities, and going long term. Now we are going to open an outlet in Lima because this is in one of the top areas of Lima. He sees, and we see a lot of potential in gowns of $800, $1,000, which we don't want them to be in that shop. And we're going to open another outlet more focused on more, let's say, lower pricing gowns. No? And in the end, this is what defines us. No? In the end, every brand has a name, and our goal is fulfill the dream of every bride. And mine specifically of every investor, no? Because in the end, I deal with investors and I like to create strong projects and long-term projects. So this is just a small brief to know us as a brand, to know the sector, know which is the advantage of our sector according to threats that a lot of sectors are facing. And we as a brand, how we know how to do it in every country, to adapt it, very humble, analyzing everything with one goal. And that goal, it is that business in that country booms and it's adapted there. And we know how to do that.